Hi, so my name's Cassie Moore, and my technology presentation that I chose was Formative, and it is a website that is really helpful. So, Formative is a great tool where teachers can upload, create, or search for assignments for students. So, they can make one, they can upload one that they might already have and like add different aspects from the website, or they can search for one in the Formative database, which is really helpful. So on Formative, students can type, record audio, enter numbers, draw, upload an image, answer multiple choice questions, and there's quite a few other options. And Formative is really versatile. So it's versatile for both teachers and students. It can be for whole class participation, individualized, or small groups. It also allows for differentiation in the questions asked, the type of response from the students, and how the information is organized. So to use Formative, it would be really easy to integrate this into like your everyday lessons because it is so versatile. So you can use it for like warm-up activities, exit slips, homework assignments, and you don't have to just use it for like a formative assessment. You can use it for really any type of like assignment or activity that you're assigning your students. So that's why it's so helpful. And another reason and way that it would be super easy to integrate in your lessons is that it's very easy to like see students' responses. You see all of their responses in real time, so it's really helpful and you can quickly give feedback. So now I'm going to go to the website that I already have pulled up and show you a little bit on how to use it. So I made a Formative account under like a teacher. So I'm right now looking at what it would look like for a teacher. So to create a Formative, you can just hit New Formative and you can edit and just add like a question, and there's all these different options. So like you can add content, whether it be like a whiteboard, video, text, image, or something embedded. You can add a question. So right now, since you only have the free version and not the premium one, you can only do an essay question or a multiple choice one, or these other ones. There's true or false, show your work, short answer, or multiple selection. So that's kind of one of the downfalls of this. Or you can upload your own content, which is really cool. So if you already have like a lesson or a Google Doc or something, you can upload it on here and it'll kind of put its own formative spin on it. Or you can search from existing questions. So that's what that is, and you can assign it. So if you have a class, which a lot of school programs go through like Google now and Google Classroom and everything, so it actually lets you like put your Google Classroom on here, and I'll show you that in a second. And you can view responses. So if I had any students in here, I would be able to see all of their responses and anything that popped up. So if you want to preview it as a student, you can preview it as a student as well. So to go back, so that's how you would create a Formative if you just want to make one or you want to upload one, which is really cool. So that's the Formatives tab at the top. If you go over to classes, you can create a new class. So if you have students who have made a Formative account, you can create a new class and like sign them up for it. Or they also sync your Google Classroom or your Clever, which a lot of other schools go through. So that's really cool because then you don't even have to worry about signing your kids up for this. It'll just sync your whole classroom. Or another cool aspect to this is like Kahoot, this also has a quick code. So you can enter a quick code, or as the teacher, you can create a quick code for your students to type in and find your classroom. So that's really cool and easy, and they don't have to make an account on here. So this would be your tracker. So you're able to track some changes, how your students are doing, what your students responded, and this updates and constantly in real time. When you have a classroom in there and adding stuff, it constantly updates and it's constant. It's in real time. And then this is the library, which is super cool. So you can search any formative that a teacher has made and has made public on here. You can search any of them and they're all free. So that's so cool because then you don't have to come up with your own formative. You can search one, search your subject, search your grade, and then you'll come up with one. So I wanted to just show you a little bit of this one, like an example. So this one says, Lamar uses square tiles to make the two rectangles shown below. Label the side lengths of the two rectangles. So this would give the students the option to be able to actually go, oh, okay, let me label the side lengths using the whiteboard feature. So that's just one example of like, and then there's like, write the equation to find the area of the rectangle A. So that's like a short answer response. And then they've got embedded some different links. So this is so helpful because you're able to see all this in real time and give students quick feedback. So that's just a little bit about the website and how to use it. So a few strengths, I really liked this technology for formative assessment because it's so helpful. So one strength, again, is that it's so versatile and it's really flexible. It can be used for small assignments, big assignments, can be used for individuals, whole class activities, and it has so many different options for ways for students to respond. You can use it for all subjects, and it's just helpful in that sense that you can use this for all of your subjects. You can use it for math, science. And another strength is that it's really quick and easy to use. I mean, you just saw me log in for like 2 minutes, typed on there, and I found a whole thing about area, which is a huge math thing in 4th grade. They all learn about like perimeter and area. So that was just quick and easy to find and pull up, and that would be something really cool to implement in your classroom as such a quick activity, but you get a lot of feedback from the students. And then another really good plus is that Formative is free. There is a premium version, and you don't get as many options with the free version, but you still get enough that you can really use this technology and implement it into your classroom. Even if it is a little less than you would get as the premium, it's still really helpful. And then Formative is also great because it allows teachers to get students' feedback quickly. So you get the students' responses in real time, updated constantly, and you can even look at it while they're working on it. So then you can give them feedback right then, and you don't have to wait and give them feedback after you grade like their exit slip and things like that. A final strength of it is that the students don't have to make an account. They can go on the website and enter the access code and go straight to the assignment. So it's not a whole bunch of hassle with the students making an account, or you can just connect your Google Classroom if you have that option. So a couple of areas of improvement for Formative. One that I found that they kind of lacked in was that there's not really an option for peer collaboration between the students. There's a lot of like individual activity or whole class focus, but not a whole bunch of like peer collaboration work or group work. So, and that's important in a classroom setting, but for formative assessment, this would work great. But one nitpicky thing that I thought was not great was that it didn't offer a lot of peer collaboration. Another is that there is really no way to search the formative library for like content based on state standards. It's just more of like grade and subject, so like 3rd grade math. So that's kind of difficult to like, oh, I can't search for like perimeter area, or I have this content standard that I'd like to look up. It kind of limits you in that way. And a final area of improvement is that the website doesn't let you have full access unless you buy the premium plan, which kind of stinks, but it's still a really good tool even with the free plan. So overall, I really believe that this technology is so helpful, and I'm definitely planning on using this in my future classroom just because it allows for a teacher to give immediate feedback, which is so important for your students, and it differentiates the formative assessments that you're giving. You're not just going to be doing like active whiteboard activities or exit slips all the time. Like it differentiates that so that you have a bunch of different options for your students and they don't have to keep doing the same formative assessment all the time. And it also is just so helpful to like see the students, find the library. It's very quick and easy to implement, and I just think that it would be a great tool. So thank you.